And so now I should have the actual sound operational. I'm going to have to cut out all that in the beginning because you guys didn't even get an opportunity to see that. So let me see if I can exit out of a couple of these windows here because I want you guys to see what it is that you need to see. And I want to make sure that we do have sound. We are with volume. Let me try that and test it again. All right, so it looks like we actually do have sound inside of the group now. And I am available to see, there we go, comments as they begin to come into the group, just double checking that. You guys know when we start going back live here inside of the group, it takes a moment for the notifications to actually go out. So you guys are probably catching a couple of these on the replay. Some of you are notified instantaneously. So let me see if I can initiate some of those right now just to be on the right side of things. And you guys are probably going to hear the wind outside of my window if you're in the state of North Carolina or any of our surrounding states. You realize just how crazy our weather is right now. It is really, really over the top crazy. So what we're talking about today, as I jump right into the information, let me get my screen up and operational, making sure that I can see everything. What we're talking about today is branding, right? Google, right? As well as getting paid daily. So that is what we're trying to express to everyone, to get everyone to understand. And hopefully it won't keep popping in and out. I'm noticing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, all three of them are up here and on the screen. And from what I can tell, looking at the live, we should be good to go there. So I'm just going to jump right into what we're discussing on today. And today, here on Freedom Friday, in our pursuit to continue to talk about business, we're going to talk about 3 things you must determine before you even start in business, right? And those 3 things are, in case you didn't read the caption, it is your vision, your value, and your voice. And the reason I'm saying it in that order and with emphasis is because it's good to see it before you see it, right? It's good to figure out what it is, what is the value in it and the need for it and the industry that it will impact, and then what it is that you're going to say or what it is that you're going to do or what service you're going to provide. So if you have no idea what it is you want to do, why are you starting in business, right? Obviously, you need to know what your vision is first, and then what value it is, what service, what provision, what product, and then how you're going to put it out there. What is your voice at that point? So the main thing that I'm showing you are several different areas and growth over time for what the vision is. The original vision, to start all of this, giving you my story, my name is Martina Britt Yelverton, and I'm a brand master, a cash flow queen, an income strategist, a Google My Business educator, as well as an ambassador with the City of Knightdale Chamber of Commerce. Several, thank God for all of these severals in my life. Years ago, I was inundated with a decision. I had to make a decision, and my hashtag and my quote is make a decision to keep deciding, or decide to keep making a decision. Because once you make a decision, there are going to be multiple decisions that you have to make even after that. And years ago, I was inundated with a decision that I had to make. And the decision that I had to make was, how in the world, as a newly separated wife and mother, was I going to take care of 4 little people, having just left corporate America? So having left corporate America, depending on the husband to take care of the house while I took care of the household, all of that came crashing down. And what ended up happening was I had to rely on my gifts and talents at that point to be able to care for my little people without a corporate job. What that meant was I literally had to figure out what gifts and talents I had to put food on the table to provide a roof over our heads while no longer being dependent on the job. And that was a difficult decision at that time because I had just found whatever I thought was my gift or my passion. And so because it was brand new, I had no vision at that point. I was forced to make it work. And so when you start out on an endeavor and you don't have a vision in mind, you're really all over the place, okay? You really don't understand what it is that you're doing. But luckily, that's a blessing that I can bless everyone with right now so they will understand, some of the steps that I had to take along the way. So When I initially started this, let's get over to the correct page here for the initial start of this. Let's go to Family First Designs here on Facebook. When I initially started this here on Family First Designs and Facebook, it was basically me looking at who was supporting me at the time. And so let's do a little bit of a time hop here to give you some clarity on that. And let's go to the timeline photo so I can show you what that vision originally looked like. And let's see if it'll allow me to flip them and go to the bottom first. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't, and it may take a moment. I literally started out with the ministry or the church that I was involved with at that time and serving inside of the ministry and the church. And I had to figure out what my gift or talent was outside of the church, because inside of the church, as you see here, I was able to help a lot of ministries. I was able to rely on the church that I was with at that time to send referrals my way, to give me work so that I could continue or start to build a brand that would continue to care for, my household. So that was the vision that I had at the time, and I worked with a lot of ministries, as you see here. So over the course of the years, those ministries began to branch into businesses, other small businesses, other or other new entrepreneurs, events, things that they were having. And from there, it spanned over into the network marketing industry. But believe you me, as they say, for quite a bit of time initially, I was working with a lot of ministers who were starting out with ministries. I was working with a lot of rural churches. And that vision that I had at the time was to receive what was sent to me, make it bigger, bolder, brander, whatever it was to help that ministry thrive. That was the initial vision. And that's the way that it, initially started, because I had no vision at that time. So with the vision that I had, I was able to grow it and move into network marketing. Now, over the span of all these years, I've been with multiple companies, and in each I had to do the exact same thing, and that was find my value in the company and figure out what my voice was in the company. So from Avon to Mary Kay to Melaleuca to Financial Destination Inc. to Melaleuca. Let's see if I can get into any others that I was in before I got to the last one. Finally, it moved over into TLC, and from TLC into just a little bit of dibble and dabble with Vita Divina, and then finally landing over at My Econ. And here we are today with MWR Financial. So that's a lineage of all the different companies that I was looking into over the course of operating my company, Family First Designs LLC. So in that mindset, my vision was the same each and every time. I had to figure out, what my vision was in each company. What was it that I was doing? What was the value that I could bring to the company? And finally, what was my voice inside of each company? Okay, so that's what you have to do even with your own business. So again, going through multiple years, figuring out what my value was, what it was that I was bringing to the company, what it was that I could assist other people with, what it was that I could help other people with. And inside of several of these companies, most targeted or most directed was my ability to help other associates inside of It Works, other associates inside of Mary Kay, other associates inside of Vita Divina, other associates inside of TLC, other associates inside of My Econ, other associates inside of MWR now, figure out what their vision is for their households, understand what value they bring to the company, and then helping them find their voice inside of the company. Even startup businesses needing to understand what is their overall corporate vision for the company, what is the value of the company, and then what is the voice that they're looking to put out into society, into their community, online. All of this is necessary. So it doesn't matter what company, it doesn't matter what industry, it doesn't matter what the brand is, you still have to figure out those three core components. And again, those three components are: what is your vision, what is your value, and what is your voice. Once you're able to determine that, then you can decide whether or not you're even going to move forward with the company, setting up the business, getting things registered, getting your LLC, getting your Secretary of State information done, getting your website set up, getting a banking account set up, beginning with a campaign or a social media, correspondence, how to content create, how to actually create videos. Like, I've just taken you from a soft component to a hard component, and it all starts with, what is your vision, period. And yes, your vision is to make money, but it goes beyond what is your vision to make money. And so getting you guys to understand that is crucially important. So again, not understanding, what are we looking at? Let's see, that was in 2008. So over 10 years ago, not completely understanding what my vision was. I had to recreate a vision each and every year. So going from my presence here on Facebook, creating what my brand was here in my personal profile, understanding what it was that I needed to do and how I needed to expand here on YouTube, creating content so that people could subscribe and get information. I have hundreds of videos here on YouTube, had to go in and remove many as we shifted the vision, close off some, remove some, add some. But as you notice, when the vision first started, it wasn't branded. You see, it's all over the place, right? And even though I was offering free content here in 30 Days, 30 Ways, I had to figure out how to monetize that to the next level, how to create the brand, how to actually implement things that the leaders were teaching, and then how to make that appear as branded content here on my YouTube channel. What did I envision my YouTube channel looking like? What were the changes that needed to happen with my brand to go from one level to the next level? Just showing you what the vision looked like. Okay, so now we're here on Twitter. What does the voice look like here on Twitter? What does the content look like here on Twitter? It's the same regardless of what you're trying to do, where you're trying to do it at, with what company you're trying to do it at. You have to understand, what does it look like? What do others that see it visualize? Okay, we're still talking about vision here. What it looks like on LinkedIn. Like, you have to be in all places, but you don't focus on all places. The only reason you want to be in all places is so that you can get found. So yes, it's great. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Instagram. This is where you can find a lot of my content, but on each and every one, they're going to take you back to a central location. Instagram is going to take you back to the To Educate You website here. Try not to have too many tabs open. Information here from LinkedIn is going to take you over to Family First Designs. Information from Twitter is going to take you over to Family First Designs or the Martina Britt Yelverton brand, or some form of area where you're going to find me. I probably got too many tabs open now, because now it's starting to give me little small error messages. But we'll get it to populate in just a moment. That's why I'm trying to close the tabs after I show you, because it's going to get kind of crazy here. So being able to go and see all the different social media platforms out here and be able to find me is better than looking on a social media platform and I'm not there at all. Because you'll hear me say a lot in branding, if you're not present, you're absent, okay? So you could probably go on Pinterest, my name would pop up, but you won't find a profile on Pinterest. You could probably go over to some of these newfangled ones like TikTok, Snapchat, all of those, and somewhere in there, you may be able to locate my name, but you're not going to locate a profile for me, okay? You can find me on the Better Business Bureau. You can find me in multiple different locations. I'm going to see if I can find my profile there for you to see real quick. You can find me here, like I said, on the Better Business Bureau. These are professional sites. LinkedIn is professional. Better Business Bureau is professional. Having your own web presence is professional. You need to be able to envision what the people are looking for when they see you, make sure that the brand is consistent, and make sure that you can be found. So again, these are soft skills that I'm talking about so that you can understand these are all the mindset things that need to happen before you even get started. I hope that's making sense for you guys, okay? So in addition to all of that, now we're going to talk a little bit about value. And let's see if I can get the site, there we go, to come up since it was acting a little hinky there. Let me close out a couple of tabs because my little people, of course, are out of school today due to North Carolina weather. And so we are eating up some data today. So I'm surprised that all my tabs are working properly. I got my MacBook, my phone, the desktop, another desktop, another mobile phone, all on the same data, and we're all going heavy today. So thank God it's holding up. All right, so when I move from vision and I go over into value now, what I'm having you guys understand when we're talking about value is what is it, or what intellectual property, or what is it that you know that you actually can give away first and then monetize to make money. So here on the Family First Designs, Family First Tees, Martina, Britt, Yelverton, all of those domains lend you to the store site. And here on the store site, whether you believe it or not, you see a lot of amazing content that is on here that is duplicatable. And the reason I say it's duplicatable because let's just grab a quick postcard. So here, if you're looking at a postcard and you're trying to figure out the design of a postcard, you literally, and I've had it done, so that's the only reason I can kind of verbalize on this, you literally could see this and go recreate it yourself. So you see the value in this is, hey, this financial services company has a smart credit system, a cash flow manager, discount travel, online cashback mall, other systems and products and services like Identity Defender, Family Shield, automated marketing systems, and you literally could go and create a similar postcard. So if your information is not populating anywhere, you're not giving enough value, okay? So again, you want to be able to have your products and services and all of those things listed somewhere, as many places as possible, so that people can see your value. So let's go over to another place that this information is currently populating at, so you can see what I mean by being listed in multiple places. So this is called a Google My Business page. And here on the Google My Business page, another free location on the web, you're available to see the exact same products and services, but this is listed worldwide. Yes, the page here, Family First Tees, Family First Designs, MartinaBrittYelverton.com, is also located on the World Wide Web. But again, people do business with other people they know, like, and trust, but they also do business with people they can find. So if they're trying to find a graphic designer in Knightdale, North Carolina, and they Google graphic design, Knightdale, North Carolina, or graphic design near me when they're in Knightdale, North Carolina, because I have a GMB page, it is going to populate my information. They're going to look at this and they're going to see, hey, 28 Google reviews. Let's read some of those reviews to determine, is this a place that I want to do business? They're going to read some great reviews. That's going to help them determine whether or not they're going to want to do business. They're going to click on an appointment if they choose to, or they're going to locate the web information. And mind you, I'm looking at my version of it, so it looks a little different, this GMB, than what your version would look like. So this is what a person coming and finding it on Google Maps. So there's the website, there's the number, there are the hours of operations, how they can get in contact with me if they choose to schedule an appointment. This is some of the content that they would be able to see to determine whether or not they want to do business with the company. This is one of the reasons why you need to be listed on Google. If you will Google a business in your phone and you say, hey, wealth creator near me, and you're in Houston, Texas, Mr. Edward Townsend's information will populate in the queue. It's a brand new GMB. I'm going to show you a little bit of that information in just a moment, but his information would populate. You would be able to go and see what products or services that he provides, and then you could determine whether or not you wanted to do business with that business. So the question I ask people all the time, if you Google a place, look at the reviews to determine whether or not you're going to do business with that place, then why are you not able to be found on Google? That's a snafu that you need to get corrected quickly, and you need to be able to get found on Google. So obviously, if you go to getfoundongooglenow.com, you're going to end up over on my website that gives you information on how to get with me to get found on Google, how to get a GMB set up. And let me show you quickly what managing those locations would even look like. Here are some current businesses, and these are not just individuals. These are actual operating businesses that partner with me for me to help them manage their Google My Business page. You have Affordable Professional Cleaning, Bride of Christ Robes, Dr. Detail, Dreamcoat Ministries, Ebron Success Plan, Faith Missionary Baptist Church of Selma, my own personal business I manage myself, Heavenly Rescued Inc. I'm now looking to contract with JT Financial. He's a tax solutions in Greensboro, North Carolina. MWR Financial, Nehemiah Builders, Wealth Creator. Okay, so currently we have multiple locations, and what I'm available to do is literally contract with the company to help them get found and get their brand exposed on Google. So let's have a look at Bride of Christ Robes, okay? Here is a great area of clarity for you to understand. This is a business that is in, I was about to say Newark. That tells you Whitney Houston's on my mind. But Camden, New Jersey. And currently in Camden, New Jersey, in the last 28 days, we've really boosted their views here on the page. We're just getting started with getting their GMB set up and requesting reviews. However, just notice that their logo is on here. It's branded. Their web information is on here. And remember, you're looking at my view. So if you go view your own view, yours is going to look a little bit different. But again, you'll be able to see where they're located in Camden, access to their website, that they are open for service right now, how to get there with them. And we're going to be boosting their reviews next by getting in contact with her current clientele and even new clientele to come here to Google and leave a review. So this is what we're looking to do, because again, Google is worldwide. Another thing that a lot of people don't realize about Google, other than the fact that it is free, is that you are available to create things like posts. I have daily posts that currently populate over here to my site. Let's show you a little bit of that. So right now, by discovery, meaning customers who find your listing searching for a category, product, or service, meaning they have no idea who Family First Designs is, but because they're looking for either a category, a product, or a service, they're discovering Family First Designs in their current area. Right now, you have people who are looking for a graphic designer, family design by the name, graphic design near me. And this is how they're discovering Family First Designs, okay? You also have some people that found it related to the business, the branding of the business. And then you have 13% of people who were able to actually search by the address or specifically by the business name. But what I came over here to show you were posts. Here are posts that I literally am available to give Google content to realize that I'm actively participating in the brand of my business, right? And although, let's see here, this one, and it's my new hashtag, hey y'all, hey, I have whatever the day is, consistency, the February challenge, 90-day success, just build, let's go, reclaim my time, activate your vision 2020, a lot of different hashtags. But notice this is going on daily right now. So my Google My Business page is receiving daily content. It doesn't necessarily have to do with anything that's unrelated to my business because I'm graphics. So I can show you how to create posts that graphically appear on your Google My Business page, as well as other areas such as my store site, where the same content that I have generating on my Instagram page, I have generating on my store site inside of my blog, and I also have generating on my Google My Business page. So literally, I'm taking one piece of content and I'm putting it in multiple different places So Google is seeing that I am adding content to each and every portal I possibly can. Again, I am creating something one time and putting it in multiple places. And this is the type of Google-rich content that your business needs, deserves, and should have. Okay? So this is my value being spread all over Google. I hope that makes sense for you guys. Okay? So this is the Google My Business. Now, again, this is free. Here's another thing. It's not just about posts. You are available to also do images, pictures, and video. So here's some content from posts, and you can actually see the influx of your information in real time. I have a video on my YouTube channel where I talk about when I was doing this information before, and literally I could put up videos and I was literally seeing the actual people seeing the videos as I was putting them up. So at the time that I put this up 6 weeks ago, between 6 weeks ago and now, 56 people have viewed these videos, okay? Now, mind you, when I put the video up, it populates instantly. So probably about 20 of those came from me populating it instantly, because I remember when I was putting it up, people were seeing the videos right then and there. Okay, so that lets you know that when you put the information up, if it's relevant, it's going to get more eyes on it than here 6 weeks later, the views haven't gone up. But when I redo this video, or when I showcase this again, when I talk about Google My Business again on Monday, I'm going to have another video uploaded so we can watch real time what it looks like to load a video, this video that I'm doing right now, load this video, and I will be able to show you eyes watching it right there on the spot. Again, free, just like Facebook is free, Twitter is free, LinkedIn is free, Instagram is free. Guys, all of those platforms that I just named, they're all found on Google, which is free. That's another reason why you should be on Google. I did a rant about that on Wednesday. So again, you're available to list your product. You're available to list your services, obviously your web content. You're available to engage with your reviews, and you're available to look at your insights again and see what people are seeing and how they're interacting. You're available to update, edit all of your information, your closings, your openings, your holiday, your specials. You're available again to put specials, make an offer, create an event, and again, continue to add more products. So far, it says new views. That means brand new views on this content, 13, and this was just updated on this information, okay? So you may be asking yourself, because I'm saying free, 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 again, what can you, how can you use this? Where can you put it? What is the content that you would create to now find your voice inside of your business or your voice inside of an industry? The last V that we were discussing for today, the last of the three things. So I use, as a graphic artist, obviously I use professional software outside of this, but lately what I've been training and empowering people on is how to use free software to actually find their voice. So you may not be a graphic artist, you may not be, this may not be your area of expertise. This may not be your gift or your talent to be a graphic artist. However, when templates are created for you, you are available to manipulate and make changes to something that's created for you, right? And I'm going to show you what that strong brand would look like. So here we are looking at some of the designs for my clientele. And so you're looking at Mr. Townsend's brand here. You're looking at Mr. Brandon Caldwell's brand here. Lloyd Floyd, did I say that right? Lloyd Craft, his information here. Candace Woodruff and her team of tax professionals here. Affordable Professional Care, Cleaning LLC. And again, lots of other industry leaders have contracted work that I am available to create for them here inside of Canva, share it with them so that they can edit and make changes without losing the design appeal of what it is that they need to do, okay? So again, we have multiple clients where I'm able to create for them and send it to them, or I'm able to create for them and then share the file with them so they can continue to maintain their brand, as well as not lose the ability to have a professional design for them. Canva is free. I have a professional account, so my account is paid. However, you are available to receive a free Canva account, and then I'm available to create for you in the Canva account and share it with you so that you can make edits. And to give you a quick clarity or a bit of understanding on how that's done, this is a design that I created outside of Canva, and then I imported it into Canva, and then I'm available to share the actual file, like I said, with a client, send them a video to walk them through how to change it. So I would teach them how to scoot that over, then they would make changes to whatever the background picture. Let's just grab one real quick and show you. So if I were to use this one, I would literally grab the picture, I would pull it over here, and then I will be able to move and adjust it where I need it to move and adjust it to, and then I would be able to slide the main one back. So now this is the featured image, and then I would be able to say, hey, Team No Limit is having a profit party on whatever the date is. I would click inside here, and I would be able to make the change to the day of the meeting and the time and the date and the location. So if I were to just change this to 123, because we're in a different room for this one, and we're in a different city or state or whatever, there you go. Okay, say my time is going to, doors are going to open a little bit early, 5:45. We're going to mix and mingle, and then we're going to get started right with the income shifting overview at 6 o'clock for my meeting. And then here's my contact information. Everything that I do is editable. So now you didn't lose the actual appearance of the flyer, but your voice in partnership, empowered by the company, so that you can then be unique. You can be custom. You can stand out, but you still have the support of the company. That's one of the reasons you need to create a brand, right? So on Wednesdays, I discuss how to get branded. On Mondays, I discuss how to get found on Google. And on Fridays, I help you understand how to get paid daily. Now, how to get paid daily can be you up-leveling yourself in your own specific company, you creating a new voice inside of your company, you doing something new, different, better, unique. You actually looking for what checklist of information that you have, something that you do, that you put out here so that you can get paid in business daily, okay? So inside of your company, again, you have to find your voice. What is your product or service? What is your favorite thing about that company? What is your favorite, whatever it is about the services? And that is what you focus on. That is your voice empowered by that company. So if you can understand that you love the tax recording process that a company has, then that means you need to go in, dive deep, and understand what the tax recording purposes, processes, what all of that looks like for that particular software. And then that's all you talk about. That's all that you promote, so that you and your voice are heard above anybody else inside of that company, so that then you can get paid. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. I hope you understand where I'm coming from with the 3 things that you must do before you even get started in business. And that is figure out what your vision is, understand your value and what you bring to the table, and then how to locate and find your voice. Once you do those 3 things, then you can move forward with other aspects like getting partnered with a company, getting your LLC set up, getting your paperwork together, getting your Secretary of State information together, making sure that you have a professional CPA or tax professional that can help you with all of your tax recording purposes, ensuring that you have your bank account set up, make sure that your tax filings and all of that is done. That moves a little bit from the soft information into the hardcore information before you actually move into content creation, actually designing a logo, postcard, and putting that information out. So there are levels to this. And I'm hoping that today's information for Freedom Friday, dealing with how to get paid daily. On Fridays, how to get business information. I'm hoping that this was helpful to you and that it actually made sense. I'm excited to see your comments and your questions below. If you're interested in figuring out how to get branded, you can definitely go to brandsecretsrevealed.com. You can actually look any of that information up in my store site. I had that information up a little bit earlier. And if you go to the home page, you actually are available to see that there is a 90-day accountability planner that's being released. It's just $39, and it allows you to begin to get organized inside of your business so that you can become accountable to whomever, whether it's just becoming accountable to yourself, accountable to your business, or accountable to a business partner, so that you can do what? You can literally level up. So I hope this has been of value to you here inside of the Learn, Lead, and Level Up group. Again, you'll begin to see additional information. We wanted to get some of this preliminary out of the way, giving you a general overview of what's going to be coming each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we'll move into more details, checklists, principles, and all of that for you to actually start implementing the work. So again, my name is Martina Britt Yelverton. I appreciate you continuing to work within this group and that you're excited about the information that you're receiving. To your success, I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Talk soon.